And then in the jar, the small tank, and the large tank, which had nothing in it, that was barren, they performed more abnormal behaviors. So this included stereotypic pacing, which I think a lot of people might be familiar with because we see it a lot in zoo animals. They just do a repetitive pacing motion around their enclosure, and it's well accepted that that represents an inability to cope with their captive environment in some way, as well as that interacting with the walls. So fish just swimming into the walls repeatedly, which indicates, perhaps a feeling of constraint and they wanted to get out of that tank. And then the last abnormal behavior was what we call a hovering, which is where the fish hovers in the water column but isn't swimming. And they did that a lot in the jar in particular. And we believe that really is a behavior indicative of space constraints, that they want to get moving and swim, but they can't. So they just hover in the water column and move their fins. So basically, yeah, in the jar, small tank, and the large barren tank, they performed more of these three abnormal behaviors. And this is really interesting because it not only shows the importance of size, but furnishings. Because in the large barren tank, they performed more of these abnormal behaviors than in the large tank of furniture. So that shows how stressed fish are when they don't have plants and hideouts and gravel.